Hi, Susan Detroy, visual artist, storyteller. I'm doing a follow-up to the Teabag paper making video I did earlier. I've had a couple questions that people have asked, and I want to clarify. So this is somewhat a prelogue to the last video. If you are wanting to do teabag art paper making, it's fairly simple. Teabag, when you're done drinking your tea and you have a tea bag, I just take the tea bag and squish out some of the water. You don't have to do the squishing, but it speeds up the drying process. So you're squishing out some water, and then I take another glass or a plate and I just put it in there and let it dry. That's pretty much it. You leave the tea in because the tea dyes the paper. And the tea bag is going to be much easier to deal with once it's dried. If you try to deal with it, take it apart when it's wet, it's very difficult and it falls apart a lot easier. So you take your tea bag out of your tea. I put mine in a glass. You can put it on anything where it can dry. Plastic container. And when it's dried, it's like this. Just dry. This is one kind of tea bag. You can dry other kinds that don't have strings. This type, you can see the tea's dried in there. You can dry them. This is actually a Lipton brand. You can see it's flow through, they call it. This is a tea that is probably a raspberry or cranberry or something rosehip that has that color. I particularly like those. Sometimes you can end up with a bag that just opens up easily like this. This is a tea bag without tea. It was a mistake and it turned out completely white. This is the only time I've seen a tea bag do this. It came to me in a group of tea that someone gave to me, and the tea bag had no tea in it. So this is a little unusual. And I'm going to show you a few examples. Like this one, the paper came out very dark and patterned, and it can come out very light like this. So I wanted to show this. So I have a whole stack that I've taken apart. So I have a bunch of papers that I've made. And I also keep several ready to take apart. So that's it. Tea, done with tea. Squish it out. Put it someplace it can dry. I sometimes put it in the fridge if it's summertime and I have fruit flies, but that's it. That's the technique for getting to this stage of having a dried tea bag. Okay, that's it. Susan Detroy. And check out the video I did before this about taking them apart, and there will be a video after that. There'll be more than one video after that, but the next one will be some techniques on how to use the tea bags, and also if you look in my shop, you'll see work that has tea bags in it. That work right now is hanging at an office, but I'll show how to do that in future videos. That's it for now.